I wanted to give you this video update, show you what we're working on with Ralph. We're working on lots of stay commands with this little guy. He loves to engage with you and he loves to follow you, and so that's really awesome. It's a really awesome quality to have, but I also want him to not become super needy either, because that can kind of lead to codependent relationships, and that can kind of lead to trouble. So what we're working on is some down stays with him. So he's dragging a long line just in case he needs help, but I'm going to avoid touching it because I want this to also transfer really nicely to off-leash stuff. So a down stay is really useful. It anchors the dog a little bit, gives them a place to be, and it also is a nice calm position. So he's just having a good time hanging out outside. But I want him to learn how to stay with me going further and further away from him. So this is kind of a big deal for him, because yesterday I would put him in a down and he'd pop up and then come down by my feet, like actually put himself in a down position at my feet. And as endearing as that is, I want him to be able to stand on his own and have some good impulse control as I go away from him. This is really good. Oh boy. Okay, buddy. Good job. And then as he comes in after releasing him from a command, I don't want him jumping on me. So if he's down on the ground, that's when I'm going to give him the affection. Good boy. Another command we've been working on is place. Ralph, place. Good boy. He's really good at this one. This one is a clear boundary. So as opposed to a down, that's more of like a position that his body needs to do. This is just stay on the place bed. So I don't care if he sits, stands, or lays down, as long as all four paws are on this platform. Where this is useful is in your home. Doorbell rings, we put the dog on the place bed, we're able to answer the door with not a little dog running out the door or bolting or jumping, or all those things that can kind of be hard managing doorbell situations. It's also really useful during meal times. So I want to be able to place the dog and then I sit down and not have the dog beg for food. Lots of really good manners with that. This is also nice if you ever go out in the front yard with him and you don't want him wandering off the neighborhood. Sometimes I'll bring a place bed like this outside and do some yard work and have the dogs be really calm as other dogs are walking by, other people walking their dogs and stuff like that. Really good impulse control. And when you first get him home, I don't normally advise a lot of people to take their dog off leash for the first 2 weeks of them being home, just because staying is such a relationship thing. Like, he understands the stay command with me, but he probably will push you guys a little bit coming home, and so I want you to have the leash as a resource. So this long line is a good option, and this is nice and thin. This is just made out of biothane, so it's almost like it's almost like a plasticky leather type thing, but it's pretty light, and so it's a nice tool to use where if he were to bolt, if a dog came over to him or something, I can go and step on it and manage that situation and not have a little dog running off. Ralph is Mr. Social, so we want to make sure that he's working on impulse control. He's just sniffing the air, huh? He's getting kind of tired from doing all this obedience. Okay, Ralph. Good. And then if he comes in, he gets affection on the ground. Good boy. So a lot of what he wants to do is jump on people when he first gets excited, and that's a very puppy thing to do. A lot of little dogs, though, it will be encouraged. And so we want to make sure that when people are petting him, they wait till he's all on the ground, and then we encourage that.